Now for the Wired Nerdy Podcast with your hosts Keith and Doug. Let's get nerdy.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wired Nerdy Podcast. This is season number 3, episode number 31. That's 31. My name is Keith, and I'm here with Douglas. How you doing, Doug?
Good. Yeah. Getting those fall hot days and cold nights. I'm liking it a lot.
I know. It's crazy. I did yard work today, like trimming trees. Yeah. Like some of them are, getting too hefty.
It's on my list.
Yep. Did that. Mowed the yard. All that fun stuff. And you're right. It's like upper 80s, and then it gets down to like 50s.
Oh, so, yeah. Tonight's supposed to be in the 50s. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's like that weird yo-yo season right before it starts to take a turn and we get into the fall. But it's exciting, man. We're heading full on into October. So, all right. You want to do some news?
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right. Let's skip the nerd news. We have some good stuff here.
Nerd news.
The first story we're going to talk about here was very interesting. Nvidia is going to invest up to $100 billion in OpenAI. Now, if you don't know, OpenAI is the makers of the ChatGPT kind of program, I guess you would call it. You call it a chatbot, I think. But that's a big powerhouse investing a ton of money into this, not necessarily a startup anymore, but this rising AI company.
Yeah, this is a big deal. I mean, OpenAI started as what's called open source. That's why they're called OpenAI, meaning that they were not for profit. Yeah. They're obviously leading the pack, or have been at least, for LLM. Why this is a big deal is that they need chips. And Nvidia is one of the largest chip manufacturers for AI. And so this is a big deal. It points out that the investment gives OpenAI the cash and access it needs to buy advanced chips so that they are key to maintaining its dominance in an increasingly competitive landscape. Rivals of both companies may be concerned that the partnership will undermine competition. So, it's crazy because you've got Microsoft, who's using OpenAI, and they have an open agreement. You've got all these companies vying for this. It's like an arms race. It's kind of crazy. And you got Broadcom, who makes chips as well, who competes directly with Nvidia. And it's interesting how all these agreements are shaping up. This is a big deal in the fact, though, that Nvidia is probably the number one AI chip maker, and then OpenAI is the number one, at least in way of innovation for LLMs. So Google has their own, and Google probably raised their eyebrows at this because they have Gemini. There's Claude out there, Anthropic. There's a few others, but they all need chips. So it probably would be concerning if one of your main AI competitors buddies up and gets an investment of $100 billion with a chip maker that's number one. So it's just something to keep an eye on. So if you're out there counting your stocks, portfolios, is something to look at.
The other crazy thing in this article was that they need at least 10 gigawatts of power to deploy their systems.
It's insane.
And it says in there that equals 8 million U.S. households. So
yeah,
that is a ton of power.
Dude, those data centers are no joke whatsoever. And that's why a lot of the data centers are embracing micro nukes because nuclear power is clean and it would be a dedicated source for them. Really, in my opinion, I do think that's the smartest play. That's the only thing that can really generate the power that you need without stressing the existing, network.
So to expand on that, just asking you, would a huge factory, a huge place have its own micro nuke just for that place?
Yes. A data center would. A factory would. And so maybe the factory might. It's the data centers that really need it. But yes, you would end up having a dedicated power source. And that's what they're doing with like Microsoft and all these companies that are investing in data centers. They're actually putting on site with the data centers power plants with it.
Dang.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to watch. On to fun news. I don't know if you caught this or not, but Wolverine finally showed gameplay trailer.
Yeah, it looks good. We've been a long time since we've had a really good Wolverine game. He's kind of been a character in other people's games.
That's true. He's been a side character. So people are excited about this. Insomniac Games, who made the very, very popular Spider-Man games, which are impeccable, is making this. It looks like the combat mechanics inside of it model exactly after Spider-Man, which is a good thing. It's like when you get surrounded by enemies, you can dodge, you can parry, and then of course you can do attacks. It's a very satisfying combat, like button style. It's very, very brutally gory, which if you know the comics, that's what it should be. But I love it. They did so good with Spider-Man that I think this is just going to be impeccable. Now, starting out as PlayStation only, it's an exclusive because Insomniac Games, of course, did the same thing for Spider-Man. But I will bet money it will hit the PC 100%, just like Spider-Man did.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You gonna pick it up?
I'm not too much a fan of superhero games, more strategy, first-person shooter, but it looks very interesting.
Yeah,
I played Spider-Man, the Batman series.
Yeah,
I like them, but it's just not my thing.
Yeah, see, I love them though, but I'm a comic book nerd, so love the Batman games. That's a good point, actually. You talk about a good combat system. Batman games, that's so good, and the stealth mode and all that. So I don't know. We just need a good Superman game. That's what we need in my opinion.
Yeah.
They've not done justice to him very well. So, all right, we'll keep on clicking. Boom. Now this, I didn't know this was happening. Did you?
I saw ads for it as I was shopping on Amazon, but I did not know a big event was coming though.
Yeah. So Amazon this Tuesday, we're recording it the weekend before right now, depending on when you watch this podcast, is expected to have a big fall hardware event. Now, typically with Amazon, it's the usual. It's nothing major surprise. We're talking new Echoes, new Kindles, all that kind of stuff. But sometimes every now and then they surprise us. I know they've been pushing the Kindle Color. They had one model that already. They're saying that there may be a new one on the way. So that's always an interesting. I love Kindles, so I'll check it out. I will say along this same ride is, I don't know about you, but I'll try to say it quiet, my Alexa, she upgraded this past week and she now has a new voice and she's running GPT style intelligence. And I will say it's a lot better. I've asked it questions before that I knew it couldn't answer. It would always say, the internet says this, whatever. Would you like me to search the internet for that? Now she actually seems to have answers on things.
Oh, very nice.
And so she's definitely smarter and her voice is creepily more natural. So if you haven't known that, I don't know if you've upgraded yours yet or not. If you have,
I have. And it's been a month or two. It does seem to be a lot better, and you can have semi conversations, but sometimes it hangs up on you.
It does a little bit.
Yeah.
Speaking of data centers, right?
Right.
But no, this even talks about other unexpected hardware that could pop up. Maybe they're like the Meta glasses, the ones that have, you see them more and more. They have the cameras inside of them. That, of course, is Facebook. They're saying maybe Amazon may come out with their own version of those. They're talking about Echo wall clocks, Echo buttons, Alexa-enabled microwaves, which I don't know why. And so they're talking about different things that they've tried in the past even. But to me, I think it'll be interesting to see what they do come up with. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm not expecting anything major new. I do want to see them lean into the Kindle Color, though. Because I do think that has promise. Because I'm a huge fan of e-ink anyway, and e-ink color is really cool. So I don't know. I'm interested. Bring it on.
Cool.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, this next one I'm excited for. Just because I've been in the kick, I'll let you do it while the trailer plays.
Yeah. So the trailer we're getting ready to watch for those listening is Stranger Things: Welcome to Hellfire Club. So they've had Vecna in the D&D world for a long time. It was showcased in the show Stranger Things on Netflix. But now it looks like they are going to do an official partnership with Dungeons and Dragons and Wizards of the West Coast. Is that right?
Wizards of the Coast.
Wizards of the Coast. Thank you.
They own D&D. Yeah. You were close.
It looks very good. You got your playbooks, your monster manual and player's guide, all that good stuff.
Character sheets. It's like a full collector's set. And what's cool, they even have cutouts for the Demogorgons. It's basically in the show, the kids, the Hellfire Club they're the ones that's playing D&D. And that's why the names that they get. Now there's a theory in the show that the kids, whatever their imaginations are, that's what's appearing in the real world. Why there's Vecna, why there's Demodogs, Demogorgons. Those are all D&D type baddies. So
Yeah.
there's always been like a thing about D&D in this. What I love is it's like Eddie's lost game. Since I don't want to ruin any spoilers to anybody. What's really cool about this, in my opinion, is Stranger Things is set in the 80s. Look at these books. They pre-age them and they look like the old 80s D&D books.
They did a great job on it.
And I'm assuming it's going to be 5e rules, but I don't know. The books look aged. I love it. If you are a collector, I think this is an awesome collection. A lot of people, they already have pre-made character sheets, which is cool. A lot of people are like, what took them so long? Why didn't they do this in the first season?
Absolutely.
Which I do kind of wonder that myself. Maybe they were waiting to see if it was gonna, become like an actual thing or not. But anyway, I think it's awesome. I don't know if I'll get it. But I think it would be fun if you're a Stranger Things fan and if you love D&D. It just makes sense.
It looks really good. Yeah,
it really does. These are one of the collabs that just makes sense. They should have just done it. So, all right. The next one's interesting for video game community. We've oftentimes talked about like what's going on in the video game world. It's a rough ride out there in that if you go into game development, you could have a job one day, not the next. A lot of overworked, not a lot of rules. They just treat you like slaves. Well, it looks like, and this is interesting, the Diablo game developers, those affiliated with Blizzard, which is owned by Microsoft, by the way, they actually unionized. It's official. They joined into a pre-existing local, and they've unionized. My opinion, I think this is a good thing. Now, I think it's twofold. Here's the bad. It might make games take longer to come out because if unions, they're not necessarily a bad. Unions were for this. If you're getting abused or whatever, this is out of the Industrial Revolution when people were falling into machines and little children were working inside of factories. Unions are they actually helped. Now unions they have negatives to them as well, but to me, games will take longer to release because you're not going to be able to overwork people. But dude, I don't know about you. I have such a massive back catalog. Fine. Maybe the games will be better because they take longer and the people are rested that are actually doing it. So as long as you don't take it too far, I personally think that this is a good thing for the gaming community. I think this is some place where unions can help. And I've seen the negative and positive of unions. I've seen where unions can actually go a little too far, and you got people like that take advantage of the union rules and do very little work. That can swing the other way, in like construction and that kind of things. But
I've seen that personally as well.
Oh yeah, dude. So unions, like all things, they're a great tool and a bad tool. It depends on the scenario and how they're being leveraged. If they can do it in a balanced way to protect people and to save jobs and to make them not burn out, I personally think it's a good thing, as long as it doesn't make the pendulum swing too far the other way. Now, watch a lot of these game companies be like, screw the unions, we're going to start developing overseas. That could happen too. Where we could pay a dude 5 cents to and work him 80 hours a week.
Yeah, I think I see a lot of the same things with you. I see both sides of the coin. The thing I may be excited for is maybe the union will put more pressure on them to produce a higher volume or a higher game, whatever I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like make it a lot better first, and then my whole theory about we rush to push games out and then we'll fix it in a patch. We'll fix it in
later.
bug,
Yeah.
which we've already had that long discussion. But maybe we'll have a tighter game on day one, and then the bugs. There's always bugs, and then better performance. Yeah.
If anything, I think what I hope it helps the most is the extreme firing. Like a game will launch, and then they'll just fire the entire crew like the next day. So then you only have a fraction of the people working on bugs, and they don't put them on other games because it's all a shell game. It's all about money. These games cost so much money to make that they're just all about reducing headcount so they can save money. And if anything, I hope that they can insulate the workers to having more guaranteed work so that they can't fire them like immediately without cause just because they want to save money and maximize their profit on the launch. That's the kind of games they're playing. So we'll see. It'd be cool. All right, this next one I saw, and I think it's fascinating. I'm interested in your thoughts. So there is a AI movie that's being developed. Now, they talked a long time about AI movies. We've all seen a lot of clips, but of all companies, OpenAI is doing this. They have a branch division where they're making a dedicated animated film, and now it'll have, of course, it's paywalled. It'll have voice actors that's like humans that are actually, you know, doing the voices of the characters. But the movie itself, the animation, everything created will be AI. Typically, on average, you're looking at like 2 to 3 years of development for an animated film, like a Pixar or something like that. OpenAI claims that they can do it in 9 months. And
Yes.
so they're doing this to prove to Hollywood that it can be done. Now, this bothers a lot of people just because obviously it could put certain actors out of work, that kind of thing. But to me, if they could do what they're doing and merge it to where like maybe motion cap, with motion capture, people acting out the scenes, or real voices, not AI voices. Because I'm sorry, I've seen a lot of the AI videos. The voices are terrible. They all sound very robotic like this, even the good ones.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. What's your thoughts on this? Do you think this will be the end of Hollywood? Do you think they'll embrace it? Do you think OpenAI will prove something? Do you think the public will go see it? What are your thoughts on this?
I think the public will see it just to see it as an experiment, but I hope that the public goes back to the creativity aspect of you have AI that can think of anything, that's fine, but you have a human being, a living, breathing human being, has to support his family, support himself, and support his creative ideas. What I'm trying to say with that is, I don't want all of our movie ideas to be taken over by a computer. I want these writers and these directors and these actors to keep coming up with the stuff that they're coming up with. There could be a masterclass of cinema history, and we're losing all that, I think, by going to AI. That's kind of my soapbox
Do
stance
you
on it.
think there is a scenario in which if humans stay engaged, it could save money on production?
I think so. I think as long as we don't lose the creativeness of ourselves as a human race, it could assist us, make processing times faster.
You're
And
saying humans in control of the story, at least.
yes, at
Yeah.
least. I
Yeah.
don't want 100% driven AI, just let it run wild. That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
That
Yeah.
makes sense. A hybrid is what you're suggesting. So,
Yeah.
oh, very cool. Well, it'll be interesting to see if people actually go to watch this or not. Especially, I'm wondering if it's going to go straight to streaming or if it's going to go to theaters. We'll see what OpenAI does. This will be interesting. All right, this next one is right up your alley, Big Daddy. This is the last nerd news for you. I'm gonna let you take this one because you have personal experience.
Yeah. So we've talked a lot about handhelds on this show, and we've been talking a lot about the Asus Xbox Ally and Ally X, the new Xbox conglomerate. Conglomerate's not the right word, but partnership that they're doing. Today, we finally got some prices. So the Ally and the Ally X are $599 and $999 respectively in the US. To me, holy crap! I mean,
Yeah,
that is a lot of money. But you think, I have an iPad, it's $500, and what does it do? All kinds of stuff.
it does.
But $599 starting out, you've got to be a dedicated guy to take this everywhere. I think I read that you can dock it, so you are essentially getting a console that travels with you.
You are, dude. Look, you owned one of these,
Yeah.
right? As I understand it, the $599 version is what you owned. The only
And
difference,
I did not like it.
you didn't. Well, you didn't have the Xbox button. That's it.
No. Yeah.
Otherwise, the processor that you had in yours. So that means the one that you own, which had been out for a little while, that's what's $599. The
Yeah.
one that's actually worth getting has the extreme chip in it, which is faster, better battery, $1,000. And
That's a lot.
So the new one is $1,000. The $599 one isn't new. It's old. It's the one you owned. It just, they smacked an Xbox button on it.
Yeah.
That's it. And
That's
it
it.
has the handles. So I don't know. Like, I looked it up when they announced this. You can buy, and this isn't even like fancy. Like, I just went. I think it was for about $1,100, so $100 more. You can get an Alienware laptop with a 4070 video card in it,
Oh, yeah.
rocking an i7 with 32 gigs of RAM.
Yep.
Dude, that laptop would run circles around this.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
it's portable.
Yeah.
So
When you think about portability, do you want to hold it or do you want to just set it up on a like $10 TV tray? I mean,
Well, and then I got to go back, man. I want your thoughts on this. Like,
yeah.
I've never deviated from this. I'd love the idea of this, but Microsoft's OS right now in its current state on these devices cannot touch Steam OS.
Oh, no.
They can't because of battery life. Hands down. Now, they may have beefier processor, more memory, faster.
Yeah.
Battery life sucks. So, what's your take? You've owned both. I've not owned a Windows device. I'm just going off of my technical background and what I do know of Windows. Where are you at in all of this? Like, you've
Yeah.
experienced both. What do you think?
My take, as we all know, I've had a Steam Deck and then I traded it in for a ROG Ally. And this is where I'm at. I'm back
Oh, he's
to my
back.
Steam Deck.
He's back in the Steam Deck fold.
Because the Steam Deck OS, like you said, it's so good.
It is.
And going to the desktop mode, adding the other game clients, like Good Old Games and Epic and all that, this works so flawlessly. And the emulation, chef's kiss.
What's
Like I told you this
what about your battery
week.
life? What about your battery life?
Battery life's amazing. So going back to the Ally that I had, it was the ROG Ally with the Z1 Non-Extreme Edition.
Yep. Which is the $599 one. I want to point that out to people. It is.
But it had a full version of Windows OS and Windows 11. And it was pretty clunky. I had some issues, a lot of drivers I had to update. I almost needed a full keyboard and mouse. So it was better just to play on my desktop.
And I'm sorry if you said it, I was looking at the thing. What was the battery life? Like, what were you getting on average with the Ally versus with your Steam Deck now?
I would say less than 2 hours. And if I didn't have it plugged in, then my graphics would bog down heavy.
Were you playing
I'd have a lot of lag?
Were you playing like a AAA? Like what? Like Cyberpunk?
Yeah. So the highest game I played was Cyberpunk, and it ran at a steamy 25 frames per second.
And you only got about an hour and a half.
Yeah, it was fast and it got really hot. Yeah.
Now, I don't know. Have you ran Cyberpunk on your Steam Deck?
I have not yet.
I'm just curious.
It is downloaded. I have not played it yet. Yeah.
Let me know what the battery life are. I'm pretty sure it will be better. Just let me know what the difference is. Here's the reason why I bring it up. The ROG, what you see on the screen here, hands down has better hardware than the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck's older. But I'm telling you, more hardware, better hardware, faster hardware, doesn't matter if your operating system is not optimized to use it. And that's the point, is that the Steam Deck is better, mostly in my opinion, because it's so efficient. This is the age-old thing where people would say to you, like the Mac versus Windows thing, right? People say, Doug, your MacBook's stupid. You only have 16 gigs of RAM. I have 64. What's funny is when somebody makes comments, especially when they start comparing hardware of Windows-based systems to Mac systems, Macs don't need 16 gigs of RAM because they are based on a Unix operating system, which, by the way, cough, cough, is Linux, cough, cough, which is Steam OS. It's highly efficient. It was meant for servers. So it doesn't have a lot of tasks running in the background that's hogging memory. Okay. So it's very, very efficient. It can run so well on less RAM, less memory, because it's so efficient as an operating system. The other operating system has to have that much RAM. Why? Because it's so inefficient with its memory management. So it's funny when people actually point out, like on Windows, and don't get me wrong, on Windows, I love Windows. I'm a Windows guy. I am a technology whore. I love all of it. I love Linux. I love Windows. I love Mac OS. I am not in a camp. If anything, I'm in a camp for depending on what you're doing. Right? If you don't want to fix your computer and you don't want to futz around with a lot of settings and you just want it to work, Mac all day long.
Yeah.
But if you're a gamer, Windows. That's still where the development field is. But you are going to have to deal with some stuff. Otherwise, you go to a console if you don't. If you want Windows games, if you want an Xbox experience like Windows games, but you don't want to mess with Windows, just get an Xbox. Yeah. So that's kind of my take on it at this point. So sorry, I got on my soapbox. So.
No, I think you can't explain it any better than that. And we've talked a lot. I almost said the wrong thing. Mac is coming up in the gaming world. I think if they get more and more AAA games, I could make not a full Switch, but I'd at least have one of those Mac Minis with a portable display.
Yeah.
I think that would be the hot setup to travel around with.
I've always said, like, if they could emulate the x86 chipset, which is what most of the Steam games are, if they can do that, which, by the way, we're getting close, because the fact that Steam OS is Linux based, Mac OS is technically Unix based, their kernel's the same. That means it wouldn't be too far of a reach for them to create a emulation engine that would allow you to run almost anything in your Steam library. If you could run almost anything in your Steam library on a Mac, dude, just get yourself a $500. Dude, just get a $500 Mac Mini then.
And
it's over.
That thing will fit in any backpack. Get you a little display.
Well,
or
then
if you're
imagine
at a hotel, plug it into your TV.
Xbox says you can play anything's in Xbox if you go and get Xbox Game Pass on a Mac, right? I mean, so it's fascinating how all this is changing. It's becoming less and less about the hardware, and it's becoming more and more about the game library at that point, and being able to play on what you want to play. That's where this is, and this is what's tough for collectors, because they love hardware. They also love the console hardwares. They love the disc. They love the media, because that's what they want to collect. They like the tangible, and I respect that wholly. But this is where it's going, man.
Yeah,
it's where it's going.
It's just too high for me. I love my Steam Deck. I'm sure it's got a couple updates before, hopefully, Steam Deck 2.
Okay, I was going to say, if there's a Steam Deck 2, I wouldn't even think twice. I just pre-order it.
If it's anything like this Steam Deck, pre-order immediately.
Dude, same. Click yes.
But you also have to watch out for the price.
You do, because if they come back with $1,200, I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
I ain't doing it. No.
You got to be competitive, though. If they just undercut people.
What I least appreciate about what they did was when they first launched, you could get the lowest tier one, the $500 one, and then they let you upgrade your RAM or your storage. And it was way cheaper to do that, to be honest with you, until they came out they had the OLED model, later on down the way, the higher end. So anyway, all right, let's get to our main topic.
Yeah.
Now, we have a good friend that's been on the podcast, and I want to give him a shout out, because he is covering this event, the Tokyo Game Show. This takes place in Tokyo, Japan. Our good friend, Mr. Rightway. We've interviewed him. If you haven't, go check out his content, right? He's over there right now. And what's so cool, he's been putting out not just like stuff for the Tokyo Game Show, but all his experiences in Japan. Like he went to like a Nissan place where they're showing like concept cars. I saw that today. He's going to watch play. If Japan has unique wares and things like that, go check out his content. It's really cool content, because he's traveling and he's posting great stuff, and he's going all over Japan. So he's still there now. So go search for him, check it out. He's going to have extensive coverage on the Tokyo Game Show, I am sure. But it was really neat because he was able to go to the media day and was able to pre-play a lot of the stuff that we're going to talk about here now. But one thing I will say is this. Seeing the Tokyo Game Show, it makes me miss that in the US we don't have something like this. Remember we had E3?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It sucks we don't have that anymore.
I always wanted to go to those.
Me too. You had to be like in the industry though to go. It wasn't open to the public.
I think the last one, did they open it or no? It was always locked.
I think it's always locked. I think it's always locked. I was this close to being able to go, because at the time I was writing articles for the Columbia Tribune, and I was covering like technology. They didn't pay me. I was just writing, right? And I was able to go many, many years to CES. And that got me a press pass. Dude, if E3 was still going, I was this close. They were going to sponsor me to get a press pass for E3, and then it all collapsed. So it sucked. So we need something like that in the US again. And, we do have, there's some things like PAX. There's a few things, but nothing that's quite like E3. So let's talk about the Tokyo Game Show. Now, a lot of this is stuff that, that we might necessarily have already seen. Like there's some repeat things that, Nintendo Direct and things like that. But then there's some other unique stuff in here. Like this first one, let me get this up here. I hadn't heard of this. It's Gungrave Gore. Have you heard of this?
I have not. It looks very Japanese-esque anime. Not anime per se, but kind of their thing.
The graphics look really good, though. Yeah,
it looks very good.
They always do. But and I think this game, you have to look in the article. I think it says that it's making a comeback as you'd expect. So it's a pre-existing series. I've never played it. Yeah, look at what's hanging on his back.
Oh yeah, it's like a boombox. See, how old I am.
No, I think it's a
A
gun.
big old gun or something.
Yeah.
Crazy. Nice.
See, we don't know anything about this game.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a shield. This is a shield. Okay.
Nice. See, yeah.
See, you
We
got
sound like two old guys. What
We
kind
do.
of game you playing?
I know what you're playing there, Shani. I play Pac-Man. Yeah, they go over the top. I will say that with their designs. So
it reminds me of Devil May Cry.
It does feel that way, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it does feel that way. Yeah. Now this one I'm excited about. They showed
I am
more.
excited for
more game
007.
footage. Yeah, 007 First Light, and they showed basically just a little bit more. I think this looks great. I think it takes place. I think that it's before he became 007.
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited. It looks great. So I'm glad that they showed more of that. Animo, don't know what that is. Double Dragon. They're doing like a fighting game here. Double Dragon Revive.
Double Dragon on Super Nintendo. That's where it was at.
Dude, that's a great game, isn't it? The Double Dragon game on Super Nintendo. Dude, I haven't seen this trailer. I've got to get past all of the ads here. Bobby, King of the Hill. Let me skip that. So let's see here. It's so cool that they're like dipping back into these. Look, dude, look at this. They're going right back.
Great side scroller action.
Look at this. And it looks gorgeous.
You know, the pickups, all the swords, and
don't you think it's interesting they did not go with the pixel graphics like they did for like Shredder's Revenge?
Oh yeah, I think that would have been a big hit.
I do too. You know, but this looks great. I would play. I love beat 'em ups personally.
Oh yeah.
And dude, look at this. Like, there's even like those time battles where they're coming down a conveyor belt. Dude, I would play this all day.
And you got the destruction bonus level. Yeah,
this is great. Oh, I'm excited. Awesome. I'm excited.
Now
about this
we were just talking about would be probably an awesome Steam Deck game.
Oh my god, yeah! I didn't even thought about that.
Yeah.
Well, now you got me excited about playing on the Steam Deck. Dude, this is great.
I looked up Super Double Dragon came out in 1992, so it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Yeah. It's a great game. I've always loved the Double Dragon games. They're fun. Oh, absolutely. I'm glad they're doing this. This is good. And then
they teamed up with Battletoads. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah. That's right. They did do that. I forgot about that. All right. What else we got? Now, this is weird to me. So I'm going to try to not get on a soapbox. Did you ever play the Hitman games?
I did.
I personally love them. Like
I liked them a lot. Yeah.
I'm crazy about them. But Hitman World of Assassins came out, and now they're doing this weird thing where they basically released Hitman World of Assassins, and then they took Hitman 1, 2, and 3, and they like redid them, and they mushed them all into World of Assassins, and now they keep doing DLC. And it's like they're not making new Hitman games. They just keep doing DLC, which all it is new levels. They're new missions. And there's not much of there's no real story. It's just like, oh, well, now Agent 47 is. Now they brought Bruce Lee in. What? Why? What are they doing?
True character, but fictitious world. Yeah,
I know. Why? I don't get it.
I guess it's cheaper to instead of develop an entire new game.
I guess. And I do love me some Hitman, man. I love these stealth games. I love the 50 billion ways you can like solve the missions. I don't know where this series is going. I think it's weird they just keep doing DLC and now they do a crossover with Bruce Lee. And I love Bruce Lee, but it's weird.
Yeah.
Monster Hunters got some extra stuff coming. Monster Hunter Stories 1 and 2 for Xbox. Yeah. It's a button masher. It's a good game, button masher. Yeah. This one made me think of our friend Matt. Sudden Strike 5. Now, I think I played one of the earlier ones, but this is a World War II strategy game, and it looks really good. Have you played any of these?
Way back. I was looking it up. So the first Sudden Strike I remember playing came out in 96 for DOS.
Yeah, yes. That's probably the one I played.
And it has a very like commando theme. If you ever played the commando games?
Commando games, yeah, those are great games.
You're kind of a top-down view of your squad.
Yep. Let me open up some gameplay. Look at that.
It looks really good.
It looks gorgeous, doesn't it?
And our friend Matt definitely was born in the wrong century or generation.
Dude, look at this. You can have the lines. And you know what I love about it? It's got that Command and Conquer feel too, but it's a little closer to the action. I think I would play this. I'd almost rather play it on my PC.
I like it has historic video in it as well.
It's going to come out on Xbox and stuff like that too, but I'd almost rather play it on my PC because the mouse seems like this would be a good mouse game.
You'd want a huge monitor for a bigger Battlefield, I think.
Oh yeah, it looks beautiful though.
It does look great.
Might add
Now-
some of these to my Steam.
Yeah,
You know?
Company of Heroes. I love that
It's a
series.
great
If
game.
you've ever got to play that.
Oh yeah, that's an excellent game. Excellent
Yeah.
game. Now you make me want to go back and replay those.
Hey,
So, oh man, that's good. All right. Anyway, that looks good. What else we got? Hotel Barcelona. This
that
is
looks
weird.
like
This
a
is
new fighting game. Yeah.
yeah, it's a new fighting game. Really cool cell shaded look to it. Keep on going. Project Evil Bane. This is a 3D hack and slash fantasy game.
Yeah.
Visually impressive. This is coming to Xbox and PC. Trying to Ninja Gaiden, of course, they've been showcasing.
Those have been great. Yeah.
A lot of these we've seen in either the Xbox showcase or the Sony showcase or Nintendo showcase. So if we're
nice.
skipping over them, it's because you can go check them out there.
We've
They're not
already
new.
covered it. Yeah. Flight
Now, this
Sim.
is interesting. Microsoft Flight Simulator. What they did do that they have a new update coming called World Update 20, and it's adding 23 areas, and it's all Japan focused, which is
nice.
cool. So
Very
you
nice.
get detailed, Osaka, Sapporo, Tokyo. I think that's kind of cool, and it's good timing to be in the Tokyo Game Show.
Yep.
Now, my brother is really excited about this.
Talks about this all the time.
But I'm telling you what, though, he's not wrong.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
The OG games are really good. It is Dragon Quest. Did you ever play any of those?
No, I think he might have put it on the Steam Deck for me.
Dude, just check them out. Just pop into it for a little bit and check it out. They're really good Japanese RPGs, but I'll open this up. It looks really good because they kept the pixel. They kept the pixel start, but they mixed it with higher end, clean aesthetic.
And I think that's great. I think you don't have to have the best realistic life graphics. Yeah.
I'll probably pick this one up. It looks really good. This would be a killer Steam Deck game, in my opinion.
Well, I just talked to you about going back and playing Wild Arms.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of a lesser
That's what this is. It's kind of like this.
It looks great. Yeah.
Yep. So I'm excited about this one. I think this is a definite pickup. And I know he's excited about it because he's played all the original ones, but he loves Japanese RPG games.
Looking in the background, you got high-end graphics. Looking at the foreground, you have some pixel style.
Isn't that great?
And I like that a lot.
I love it when they mix that up. So this one's going to be probably a pickup. It's gorgeous. Look at the lighting in it.
It looks great.
Louise. Yeah, they're doing a good job on that. I'm excited. So they showed more of that. Fatal Frame 2. Did you ever play that first one?
I have not.
It's basically, if I remember correctly, it's like this girl has a camera, and I remember it was on the Wii. But anyway, she has a camera, and when she takes a picture, there's like a ghost in the camera, and so that's what I think. I think I played the first one.
The first one came out in 2001.
2001, yeah.
And it was set in 1980s Japan.
Yeah, it would not be the Wii then. Well, 2001.
PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 2. So it's even older than I thought. Yeah. Okay. 2001. You say it wouldn't be the Wii then. All right. Keep on scrolling here. Another fighting game. Forza 6. People are really excited.
Man. Yeah. So, okay. I have to ask you this question. Yeah. Are you Gran Turismo? Or are you Forza? I am Forza.
I'm not.
But we started our Gran Turismo days back on the PlayStation. Back.
I'm not a big car guy. So I'll say that racing sim game. But if I had to choose, I prefer Gran Turismo.
I'll throw a curveball real quick.
Yeah.
Need for Speed in there as well.
Those are good. It depends on which one. Some went off the rails. Some are just excellent. Some went off the rails.
Best one I like, Need for Speed Carbon.
Carbon? Yeah, that one's really good. That one's really good. But now, man, your original question, I think trivia. I'm gonna have to go Gran Turismo just because I played it first on the PlayStation.
And it kind of started it all.
It did.
Very serious. Tuning your car, changing your specs.
But I will say, what I like about Forza has a more arcadey feel to me compared to Gran Turismo, and I kind of like that a little better. So it kind of depends on what you're going for, right? If you want true simulating driving experience, or do you want more arcadey racing? So,
I like arcadey. I like having
Forza,
a big old GPS with maps and turns. And
Forza is gorgeous, though. It's a pretty game.
It's great. I played Forza 3 when I had an Xbox. They were giving them away for free.
I played a few of them. They're good games. They really are. So, all right. Some really oddball ones. Rhythm Doctor.
Rhythm Doctor. It's got to be matching the beat. I would assume.
I'm almost sure it is. Of course, romancing. There's more anime. I'm just kind of going through some of these. They showed
some indie titles in there. Yeah,
there are. They showed the Call of Duty Black Ops 7
worst trailer. I'm trying not to be biased towards
Oh my God.
Battlefield, but
They showed the
it was
multiplayer maps that are set in Japan. Is what they
it
showed.
was awful.
Dude. Just stop Call of Duty. What are you doing?
Yeah.
All right, more Age of Mythology. This is interesting because it's Japanese inspired. You liked. Let me see if I can find the trailer. Is this the same as like Age of Empires? I think it is.
It's got the same name to it, so it should be like a top-down.
It is.
It is
Real-time strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I never played. Did you play the Age of Mythology with like the Greeks and the Romans?
I played it a little bit, but it went too wild, I guess. Well, wild's not the right word. I like the more historic aspect of Age of Empires instead.
They had like the gods that would do like lightning and things like that.
Yeah. It just wasn't for me. And that's like Command and Conquer, not to get on a side road here, but I didn't like when they did all the Tiberium and stuff. I kind of like the more natural tanks and normal things.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be more like the gods, but it's cool that they're doing a Japanese inspired one. So that's pretty cool. So awesome. Glad to see that going. Mistfall, an update for Mistfall. I don't even know. Do you know?
It must already be out then, huh?
It must be. It's like an update for it. Mistfall Hunter.
They spelled update wrong on the story. That's funny.
Did they really?
Yeah.
They have it on Steam. I don't know if I've ever even played. Oh, there you go.
There you go. No,
it's Delta Force. They're doing a new Delta Force?
Quick in the ad, yeah.
I didn't know that. Wow.
They haven't shown any screens for Delta Force, but back to
Mistfall. You know what? Mistfall looks very Dark Souls-like to me.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Looks like one of those games I wouldn't like.
Smashing. Whoop.
Yeah,
sorry, turn the phone off there.
It does. No, you're good. Let's see. CG animated. That's pretty much the end right there of some of the major stuff. Now they had a lot. I mean, this is just what GameSpot had. But I don't know, man. Some good. I think we're in for heading into 2026. I think we're in for some really good game releases.
I think so. And I think at the end of the year, just talking out loud, we should do another movie review of the things coming out next year, because I see some really, really big stuff. I shared a screen with our friends group about the games coming out next year. Some of them, it ain't going to happen. Like Elder Scrolls 6, but GTA 6, and there's 2 other games on there.
We're not going to see Elder Scrolls till 2028.
Yeah.
I'm serious. At least.
Yeah.
At least.
And then the exciting thing we've talked about on the show before is the success of the Fallout series has almost greenlit every Fallout project that Bethesda wants to do. I'm super excited for Fallout 5. I kind of hope it goes back. I like the online play of Fallout 76, but I also love just being the solo character and doing that. So I kind of hope they go back to that.
Yeah. And shout out to my daughter, Leah. She went to Universal Studios in Orlando. They do the Halloween Horror Nights, and they always have a variety of different themed haunted houses. And one of them this year was Fallout. That's right.
And you sent me a bunch of pictures. Hopefully I get some swag coming.
She grabbed you some swag. She's shipping it out.
It is going to be right here behind me on the shelf.
We'll have Doug showcase the items that he got.
Absolutely,
but they basically sell exclusive merch in honor of those haunted houses. And she snags because Doug's a massive Fallout fan. So
absolutely,
she said it was awesome. She said it's like walking through the game, like what they rebuilt and everything. And so she said it was really cool. Yeah, she said it was great. It was really, really good. So and that whole season, the next one coming up is going to be great with them going to Vegas and that. Did you ever play Fallout Vegas?
I did. I liked it a lot. I'm really hoping for a remaster.
That would be great.
It's kind of wonky in the aspect of
it is.
Fallout 4 was just chef's kiss to control scheme. And Fallout 76 made it better. If they could kind of adapt the same control scheme, update it a little bit, modern graphics, it'll be a huge seller.
I went back and played Fallout Vegas last year, and I felt the same way. I was like, oof. I was like,
and Fallout 3 the same way, it got a little bit better. Of a Fallout 4, they just knocked it out of the park.
Now they're revamping Fallout 3 though. They're doing it. Yeah, they're remastering that one. It's going to be in the Unreal Engine 5 engine, and I'm hoping that they will adapt the buttons and everything to it. Now, if they do what they did with Elder Scrolls Oblivion, then the buttons will be updated a little bit, but it'll be
Oh,
a better user experience. So I think that I'll definitely play that through again. So it's a great game.
Very good.
All right, man. Hey, this was a good one. I mean,
Yeah, lots of good articles.
yeah. Now we're not going to do next week.
We are not.
We're not going to do next week. Doug and I are taking a hiatus. We're going away.
We're going on a spiritual retreat away from technology.
That's right.
And to get on a little soapbox, we talk about technology a lot on the show, but it's good to get back in the woods, set down the TV remote, set down the controllers, blah, blah, blah. Go out in nature and just kind of unplug your life for a little bit. So that's what we're going to do.
And we've done this. We went to this place before. And what's awesome, it is weird too. It's so remote. There is no cell signal,
no cell phone service, which I like it.
Yeah. So I'm going to be, I'll be bringing like my Kindle and stuff, but I
download some. I'm downloading some audiobooks.
But very much unlike me, I have my paper books here, right?
Did you just get that, right?
I did. I got the 2024 edition. So I got the Dungeon Master's Guide 2024 edition. And then I also got, of course, the Monster Manual, which you got to have. It's just more reference. I'm not going to read that one. Well, but this one I will. I'm going to read the Player's Handbook and, of course, the DM. But I've been really getting into this, and it's fun. We're having a good time. We did a one-shot the other night. I'm actually now prepping for our first campaign.
I'm super excited.
Dragon of Stormwreck Isles. So that's why I got them, and it's gonna be fun. We're having a good time. We just have to get the guys to lock down a time with it. So being so busy, but it's fun though. So I'm gonna bring some books with me. Just read in the wilderness and have a good time with no technology. So here we go. That'll be good. But even though we're going to skip a week, we will be back immediately after that. And of course, don't forget our merch store. We got some cool stuff there. Working still on some cool projects. What am I forgetting? We're on Insta. We're on Facebooks, right? We're on all kinds of stuff. You can check us out. So, am I missing anything?
Don't just watch the new shows. Watch the old shows. Watch our game reviews. Watch some of our interviews. We got some really good stuff out there.
We busted them up into playlists, by the way, too.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
So if you only want to see interviews, go to our YouTube channel. You'll be able to see playlist. If you only want to see just a straight static show, you can just go to the playlist and just let it run on the regular podcast. It'll just go straight through from season 1 to 3. Or if you only want to do retro reviews, there's a whole playlist for retro reviews. So you don't have to go like find them yourselves. We have playlists already made for you out there. Make it easy. So pick your poison.
Trying to upgrade all the time.
That's right. All right, everybody. You have an awesome week. Hang in there and stay nerdy.